One thing I believe in is the power of connection at the level of the heart. Another thing I believe in is the magic of people discovering that they have something in common when they didn't believe that they did.
Here you go, guys. Thank you.
And one more thing that I believe in is that joy and trust are contagious. And tonight, whether you knew it or not, you have a chance to act on something that you believe in. You have a chance to put forward the most precious resources to you, whatever they may be. Whether it's your presence, your love, your art, towards something that will actually bring us more closely together as a world. So the name of the project is the Global Youth Peace Summit. And it's long, so let's say it together. Global Youth Peace Summit. Nice. Well done. And it's one of many ways that we have in our world, in our lives, to come together and realize that we're here on the planet at the same time for a reason, rather than we're here on the planet at the same time and therefore we have to fight over our resources. So what we do is we bring together people from countries that are at war with one another. We bring together people from gangs that are at war with one another. We bring together people who would ordinarily never cross paths, the wealthiest of the wealthy and the poorest of the poor. And our goal is to make it real for everyone. And the way that we make it real is by being authentic. So you might have noticed I don't have any notes. This is all just happening right now. This is all just coming out of my mouth because you all are moving me to speak about this right now. And that's the way it works. We get together for 1 week in the summertime and we live like this. We see one another and we speak what needs to be spoken. And then, if it gets messy, we learn how to apologize and we learn how to forgive. And we practice that. And when I say we, I mean mostly teenagers. And then some adults scattered around like Tara, who owns the Sleeping Lady. Thank you, Tara. To hold space, what we call holding space. Basically just showing up and reflecting back to these young people the same values that we're intending to instill in them. So we're not faking it. We're not being camp counselors who are happy all the time. We're being ourselves, and we're inviting them to be themselves. And after this experience, we never know what's going to happen. We never know if it's going to happen again, for example. We never know if people are going to go home and be in shock from how different it is in their homes than from where they just were. We never know if they're going to go on to become the president of their country. But we do always ask the youth to tell us what they've learned. So I passed out some pieces of paper to some of you that have a few things that the youth told us at the end of this week, the Global Youth Peace Summit in California from 2014 and 2012. And if you're feeling called to read one of those out loud that really resonated with you so the rest of us can hear the wisdom of those youth just after 1 week, go ahead and read it out loud, like in your strongest voice. Anybody feeling it? Michael?
Okay, I picked this one. Life is always a surprise. You'll never know what will happen next, so cherish every moment you have.
Life is always a surprise. You never know what's going to happen next, so cherish every moment you get. Would you expect to hear that from a 14-year-old? I didn't. And that's who it's coming out of. And it's not because of a script. Anybody else? Tell us your name. What's your name?
Aja.
Aja.
Each human being has the universe inside of them. Don't underestimate the power that is. Don't underestimate the infinite possibilities that holds. Maya. Age unknown.
Because she's infinitely wise in the body before
Scarily wise.
So they are our teachers. For me, this work, I've directed the California Peace Summit for the last 2 years, and for me, I don't know if there could be a greater privilege to get to stand and witness and play with these youth as they speak the wisdom inside of them out loud and actually get value for it. Anybody else? Molly?
Well, reading down through this as a whole is what really impacted me. Just knowing that these were teams and that they were all together, and that each, I'm kind of assuming that these are all individual different people, young people saying these things and thinking these things and sharing these things, and that was all there with them. So it just gave me a sense of maybe what the group energy was like for them. But the one that stood out, when feeling alone,
I used to speak up or come stand in front of the microphone.
when feeling alone, I choose to feel comfortable with myself in that loneliness and be sane, not to surround myself with negative influences. I thought that was pretty wise for us.
Can you say one more time?
When feeling alone, I choose to feel comfortable with myself in that loneliness and be sane, not to surround myself with negative influences. Joe.
And Joe, I will tell you, hadn't been sober in years before he came to the Peace Summit, and that's what came out of him being sober and being in that village for just a couple of days. Joe had a really, really powerful experience this year. Anybody else?
Take exercise serious. It can help you.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, we never know what's going to come out of this. We never know how revealing ourselves as adults, human beings, living our lives with all of our foibles and all of our learnings will impact the people around us. So one of the practices here is that the mentorship is both ways. We're learning from them and they're teaching us. And we're teaching them and they're learning from us. It's an ongoing discovery process that we realize we cannot do alone. And that's why we get together. And it takes a lot of resources to bring together over 100 people coming from, this year we had 15 countries of origin represented at the summit. And all of the adults who show up, except for 5, are volunteers. And more than 75% of the youth are on full scholarship. So we need money. It's more than 75%. Yeah. We do a lot of these. Yeah, the scholarships come from individual fundraising. We ask everyone who participates to raise funds in their community so that they are supported and so that the youth have an opportunity to participate if they can't afford it. So, I'll keep it short. I could talk about this for hours. Tara, do you want to say anything right now? Do you want to speak a little bit about your experience? Yeah. Tara Ferguson, everyone. She was at the Peace Summit. She owns a sleeping lake, so she was a group supporter.
Hey everybody. Yeah, so I've been involved in the summit with Amala Foundation, and I went to the last summit and volunteered there, and it was an incredibly transformative experience. Just amazing it's really hard to put it in words, but just to see these kids coming from all over the world and from different countries and war-torn countries, refugee kids, and kids from inner cities or kids from Marin. Parents maybe are too busy to spend time with them or they just have problems. And to see them come together in a community that gives them total love and support and just watch the transformation that happens with them. It's it's hard to put into words, but it's such an incredibly important, meaningful thing. And to see them open up and realize that they're not alone, and that other kids go through what they're going through, and just see them crack open and share themselves in such courageous ways, and then just become so lively kids again, and have faith, and find healing, and there's laughter, and song, and magic, and it was just one of the most amazing weeks of my whole life, and I can't wait to do it again. And thank you all for coming. It's great.
So, chew on that for now. We'll bring the band back on and dance it up, listen to them, enjoy yourselves, and let this soak into you. Let it move you. AmalaFoundation.org, Global Youth Peace Summit.
our namesake tune.
Oh, yeah.
You might recognize it. Hernandez Hideaway.
No, talk about.
feels clear. Just come to the spot that I am thinking of, and you'll be free to gaze and wait. And talk of love, just not 3 times and make some noise. Make sure that you bring something moist. Why not bring all your favorite toys? We do Hernandez Hideaway.
I'm not.